Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tactics Ogre. Let us cling together with me, Get Daved. So, I did a little grinding off camera. I fought 2 battles and we gained a few levels, mostly on the warriors. You'll note also Kachua doesn't come into these battles because she's a guest, neither did Vice, but Denim and Kane are also warriors, so his class leveled up. Because again, leveling is tied to class. If we change somebody to a different class, they go back to level 1, or whatever level that class is. And the reason I mention this, there we go, we can see all the classes we've unlocked or witnessed, and what their respective levels are. So, we got Berserkers and we got Knights, and I didn't bother making anyone one, and that's probably going to be considered a mistake. So what I'm going to do, just to even out some of our leveling, let's change Vice. Berserker might actually match his personality. You can see the attack stats go way down and everything, but he's going from level 5 to 1. Okay. He's not up for it. That's fine. Way to make it awkward for me on camera. I don't mind. I mean, everybody was watching. Okay, we'll switch to Berserker. I think we pick up a Knight kind of soon. Don't quote me on it, though. I was hoping to get some levels on there, and I probably should have had these figured out when I was doing my grinding. Let's take one quick check. Ooh. An attacker's or a warrior's ring would be really good, and we conveniently are at Almerica Castle and can buy one. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. I think it's classified. There we go. Classified as armor. I also purchased some of the equipment that's for sale. Not all of it because I'm not made of money and I want to keep a little bit available for miscellany. And I mean, I've been reasonably happy with our team's combat effectiveness so far. So Berserkers are kind of like a melee unit optimized for offense. They're kind of a glass cannon, especially on level 1. Maybe not so much the cannon part, just the glass. But yeah, we can pair them with a hammer. This should work out quite nicely. When you change classes, sometimes some of your skills are transferable, other times they are not, and you kind of just gotta be lucky. Also, I have used some elemental scrolls on Claudian to make sure he can cast some magic, so I'll show that real quick. You can see he's got some fire and some dark now, so hopefully that'll be good for us. It's good to focus on just one, but we'll get into why probably later. Also my rune fencer. Yeah, he's got lots of skill points. You can see at the bottom he's got 265 available, so we're gonna add a skill slot and add divine magic as well. That should be plenty. He doesn't need spears and swords. Augment light. Perfect. And now with some magic we can make sure he has something useful on hand. I don't know if... Okay, yeah, he can cast heal as of level 4, which he just happens to be. Okay. I happen to know the next fight, so I was going to check into that, but let's check what this one does. Light touched to a single target. Seems like it might be okay. I want the one that does damage. There we go, Spirit Surge. Level 5, he won't be able to use it. We might as well try seeing if we can use it as a scroll later. Either way, we've got a little bit of flexibility in terms of magical offense from more than one character now, because when we only had dark elemental stuff, it could be problematic. Yep. You know, aside from his hat, he's an alright guy. Oh no! We may have some problems. Alright, so we have to wound them and then cast Exorcism, otherwise they'll keep coming back. This guy monologues to himself a lot. Necroprentice. Alright, it seems like a kind of bad crowd. Give me neither an inch nor quarters. Alright, so we could try rushing the boss. That can lead to trouble. Solid move. 7 damage with 31% accuracy. You really probably should go for that. I mean, who knows when you're gonna get a chance to do that kind of damage again. In a situation like that, probably best to yield your turn. Because you do get your turn again sooner if you don't perform either a movement or an attack. Not unlike Final Fantasy Tactics, which I'll keep referencing because I'm going to assume most people are more familiar with it. Okay, so my priority is going to be to rescue Donalto over there. I don't really want to get too entangled with everybody else at the bottom. Hopefully, we'll be able to target mostly the undead. That's what I'm hoping for. Early on, it's worth grinding a couple levels like I just did, because just having superior stats, or like at least being able to land your attacks, it goes a long way towards helping, as you might expect. Skeleton named Sellers. I feel conflicted. Alright. So that's basically the same spell I just used. You can see Donalto's got pretty good magic resistance. Not quite. They picked their place very carefully. She's kind of exposed, but I wanted to get this hit in. There we go. One person should be able to finish him off now. And, I mean, our archer is horribly exposed, but, you know, hopefully that'll sort itself out. Oh, 88% chance that we get the kill. I have to take it. Well, darn. That was more than a little frustrating. Lives with but a single hit point. Alright. Oh, we found something. How delightful. Hempen thread. That sounds like it's for crafting. We might be getting a little bit of lag in the recording. It's happening at the software level because of crazy raining effects. And you just keep hanging loose. Well... yeah, no, we'll just do that. I thought about using an exorcism scroll, but, you know, I don't think it's worth it. Denim kind of took the prime spot there, so I feel like a bit of an idiot, but that's alright. There will be many mistakes in this game. We'll figure it out, though. Okay, interesting decision in front of us. Probably gonna go for healing the archer. Oh. Right. We got away with it. Okay, Donalto, you can get your hit points back, I guess. I'm not excited for when the archers get into range. So we don't have line of sight against this guy, so we're probably going to cook one of our own characters if we go for the magic attack right now. So we'll get the angle right first. Pretty funny joke. Can't reach a single enemy. Okay. Sure, I'll try something risky. It's probably going to go over his head, and I'll hit my own ally. But, you know. Hey, it worked. I'm pretty surprised, actually. So if we came into this straight after the last mission, those 55% accuracies would be even lower. I would prefer if you would perform exorcism, good fellow. There we go. Okay, both are only 88%, which is too bad, but this class is not optimized for magic use. Not that he can use it in this class, but, you know, one down. Can he reach it from here? He's also got a long way to go till he gets his finishing move. He needs at least 100 tech points, but we can do pretty serious damage once we get there. Alright, we're gonna be having the clash at Demon Head soon, once these guys get into range. Female warrior, male warrior. It'll be a good time. So in a worst case scenario, Vice keeps getting all of the healing directed towards him instead of exorcism being performed. And we should be able to do this. Because we were pretty close to a revival there, which would be intensely inconvenient. Because they could flank my wizards then. Not good. We have pretty good control over the situation, though. We have mostly met on our terms. Canopus can bring those guys down easily enough. What can we do? If we moved a little further in, we could try getting both of them, but I'm not going to take that risk right now. Alright, so there's a chance they'll stumble now. That would help a lot if it happens. How do they always know? Well played, computer. Alright, we might be able to get in some magic here. He doesn't have the sufficient level, actually, so forget everything I'm saying. More of my lies! I think we'll just have to wait until they finally arrive. Or we could just let Vice keep wailing on them. Both are fine with me. Cross your fingers, everybody. Alright, that is kind of inconvenient that we critted, actually. That's fine, we got some of the pressure off of Vice by doing that. Because I was a little afraid that... Okay, well, he blocked it. I was a little worried they'd kill him outright, but... It's alright, I'm moving her that way anyway. I guess that's too much of an elevation jump for her? That's pretty pathetic. Well, Exorcism costs a lot of MP, we'll need to save it. Forget if I mentioned this, but Kachua is not a priest, or she is a priest, she's not a cleric, which is what the other units are, so she's actually a slightly upgraded version of that. So that's a pretty fun fact. She doesn't level as the other ones do, but it's a more powerful class overall, so we've got that going for us. Just checking if maybe fire magic wasn't as effective in the rain. I don't think Vice can be killed because he's a guest, so we're home free in that regard. Sure. You can see what she's good at. Alright, good. I was a little worried about the height differential there, that it might disrupt the attack, but I think we're okay. And we've taken out their heavy hitters from a physical standpoint. Well, okay, this is the last one. Yet another single hit point survivor. That's just great. 61%. Alright. That's what we'll have to go for. Amend leaf. Okay, I think we have sufficient control that we can start going for the necromancer or whatever she was called. So, you know, things to think about. I could use an item like a mend leaf, but I'm not going to bother. I think we're safe enough without it. And hey, broadsword! It's actually nothing special. But if we get... I don't know, maybe a knight it would be a good option for. It's two-handed, I think. Case could be made that that's what they should be wielding. If you want them to do decent damage, anyway. Most people use a knight just to tank damage and nothing else, in which case, sword and board. I don't want him to revive. Okay, I'm putting my money on them attempting to go for the kill on Vice. Okay, never mind. Having all these healers has its perks. One healing spell can only really offset a single, like, blow from a well-matched opponent, though. Yeah, I think you're in trouble, buddy. Bring the pain! But for real, he's probably gonna die. They're still protecting the boss successfully, which is kind of unfortunate. One, two, three, four. I think we're close enough from here. Can always reset it. Yeah, lots of room. And the trick is getting in close. Don't relent. I was sure he was going to go for the kill. Yeah, there we are. Unfortunately, I think their situation is a bit too dire. And we should be home free. Just very carefully. Okay, this should get us to the point where one attack from anyone... Well, I mean... Any reasonably well-matched attack should be able to finish it off. Also worth mentioning, how you fight these battles sometimes factors into whether or not a character is recruitable, usually in terms of execution, as in executing a human. So if we wanted to see if Moldova could be recruited, we could try whittling her health down a little bit more. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I have a feeling we might see you again. Alright, that was relatively clean. We've got some more slops, so that's always nice. Blessing Stones will let you revive a character who's been injured. Pretty good. Those berserkers will be holding their own in no time. Isabel has a ton of skill points. It might be time to do something. Ditto with Cachua. Been neglecting the healers, I guess. Yay! If you ignore the massacre that took place before this at the hands of a necromancer, yeah. Nybeth. Sounds like we should go after him. Haha, nice. No, now we totally should press the attack. I've got more people to send to their death. Sounds like the priest or the cleric is talking him down a bit, though. Aw, thanks, gang. Alright, everybody, we got some new recruits. Absolutely. He's pretty good. There we go. She's, again, another named archer, so slightly better than her own. In terms of base stats, anyway. Aside from that, basically generic. Voltaire, same boat. So if they have generic faces, you know that you're not dealing with necessarily a, you know, a character who's going to have access to special classes or anything special like that, but good base stats. Sound statistical management. So you can take a look at her stats compared to our other female archer. A little bit weaker, you'll note, things like that. So, huzzah, I say. Huzzah. And I'll see you all in the next episode.